arrange function. Let us see it.
This call is now being recorded.
First, let us discuss about what is the syntax. Okay, just a recap. Already you know, previous class we have discussed it. Just a recap for 10 minutes. Let us see it. One second. Okay, array. See how just a syntax. See the syntax once again. Just a recap. Just use array name. Some variable name equal to array. Array object. You need to use array object. Okay. If you want to use this array object to create array, you need to import numpy package. NUMPY, numerical Python package you need to import. First, let us see syntax. A equal to array. Inside that, use open square bracket and close square bracket and then use and give some values separated by commas. Okay, this is the way of creating the array. Once again, see how to create the array. Variable name equal to array, open bracket and then open square bracket, close square bracket. You need to provide the elements separated by comma. Now see here, array is created. Continuous memory locations. Array is created and the elements are 10, 20, 30. Index starts from 0, 1, 2. Size -1. This is the syntax for array. Now if you want to import numpy, what is the statement? See here, from numpy package, right? You need to import from numpy package. From numpy, import star, and then you need to write this statement. First statement must be you need to import numpy package, because if you want to create this array object, it is available in numpy object. All the classes, all the objects, all the variables will be imported into your program. Once again, see this syntax. Variable name equal to array, open bracket, close open square bracket and close square bracket. Inside that you need to provide the elements separated by commas. See, remember here array is an object. Okay, in Python everything will be taken as an object only. Values 10, 20, 30, everything. Okay. Now in previous class we have discussed about some of the functions, right? Today's class, let us discuss some more predefined functions or some more mathematical functions available in NumPy. Some of the mathematical functions available in NumPy, so that you can apply those. You can apply those for doing operations on arrays. First one, in previous class we had discussed about len, right? Len function. What len function will do? It will calculate the length of the array. That means number of elements. First, let us see all the predefined functions, and then I will execute and I will show you. Is my voice is okay? Is it breaking? Is my voice is okay? Is it breaking or is it clear? Please respond. There is no
Clear, ma'am.
okay, okay, okay. Okay. Len function. Next, first let us see all the functions. Okay. Next function is sum, right? In previous class, I have discussed about sum. What this sum function will do? This sum function, this will sum all the elements in the array. Okay. For example, let us take an array 10, 20, 30. If you are passing sum equal to sum of a, I'm sorry, sum of a, this is an array object. Sum of a, what's sum of a, what this function will do? It will return sum. Okay, 10 plus 20 plus 30, sum of all the elements in the array. 60, right? So this sum function will return 60. Next, see, there are many predefined functions which you can apply on the arrays. Next one, prod, P-R-O-D, P-R-O-D of A. A is an array object, right? Which contains elements 10, 20, 30. See, product of A, PROD, product of A, that means it will multiply all the elements, 10 into 20 into 30. It will return it. See, no need to write lengthy code, just like you're writing in C language, right? If you want to add all the elements in the array in C language, you need to use for loop or while loop, and then you need to write some set of 2-3 statements, right? But in Python, no need to write some lengthy code. There are many predefined functions. See, using Python, you can easily solve the problem. Length of the code also will be decreased. In Python, there are many predefined functions. You can use them. No need to write some lengthy code. Okay. Okay. Some prod function. What this prod function will do? It will multiply all the elements in the array. Next. First len function, sum function, next prod function, next one max, max of A. Array A contains 10, 20, 30. So max of A, what this max of A will do? See, you need to pass array object, okay, into this function, the argument, only one argument you need to pass the array object. Now see here, max function, it will find out the maximum value, largest value. What is the largest value? 10, 20, 30, 30, right? 30 will be returned. 30 will be returned. So this max function will calculate, sorry, this max function will find out what is the largest value in the array and it will return it. Next, min function. Min of A, you need to pass array, okay? Array object you need to pass. Array object you need to pass. So what this min function will do? It will calculate it will find out what is the minimum element in the array. What is the minimum element in the array? 10, 20, 30, 10, right? Now 10 will be returned, okay? 10 will be returned. Up to now we have seen len function, sum function, prod function, product, max function, min function. Next, you need to pass array object into these functions. Remember that. Next one. Now, see, index 1, 2, 3. Okay, index of 10 is 0. Index of 1 is 20. Sorry. Index of 10. Index of 10 is 0. Index of 20 is 1. Index of 30 is 2. Index starts from 0 to... Now, if you want to find out the index of the largest element, okay, if you want to find out index, I'm talking about indexes. This is the index, right? Index 0, 1, 2 are indexes. Elements are 10, 20, 30. Now, if you want to find out what is the index position of the largest element, so arg max of A, you need to pass array object. Now arg argmax of A. That means it will return maximum values position. Okay. What is the maximum value here? 30. What is the 30 index? 2, right? 30 index is 2. That will be returned. It will return index position of maximum element in the array. So to find maximum element, just use max function. Inside that, pass array object. If you want to find out what is the position of the maximum element, you need to use argmax. It's very easy. No need to write some lengthy code, right? Next. Next, argmin. Argmin. I will execute and I will show you. No need to worry. I will execute and I will show you. Argmin. So what this argmin function will do? This argmin will find out, will return what is the index or what is the position of minimum element. Here, what is the smallest element in this array? So, smallest element is 10, right? 10 is the smallest element. Now, what is the position of the 10? 0, 0th index, position or index. Now, this will be returned by this function, okay? Argmax function will return what is the maximum values index position it will return. Argmin function will return minimum values position or index. Once you can see max function, min function, argmax, argmin. Now, next, see there are many functions, okay? In NumPy there are many functions. You can directly use them, no need to write some lengthy code. Now, next one, next function. See here, another array. Ten, 20, again 10, 30. Index position 0, 1, 2, 3. Now, here see there are duplicate elements, right? 10, 20, again 10, 30. If you want to exclude these duplicate elements, you need to print only different elements. If you don't want to print repeated elements, okay, once again see what is the problem statement. Only repeated elements should be displayed only once. This is the problem statement. Duplicate elements should not be displayed. It should be displayed only once like this. What is the output you need to get? 10, 20, 30. Okay. Again, no need to display 10. This is the problem statement. Repeated elements should not be displayed once again. So for this, no need to write while loop and no need to use for loop or no need to write some set of instructions to get this output. Just there is a function. Just use that function. What is that function? See here. This is the output. Okay. See the input. Input you are giving 10, 20, 10, 30. Here 10 is repeating. What is the output you need to get? Repeated elements should be printed only once. You need to get different elements only like 10, 20, 30. This is the output. To get this one, let us see what is the function. Unique of A. Okay, you are passing array object you need to pass. Now see this unique function, it will display only unique elements. Repeated elements will be displayed only once. Okay, this is the function. It's very useful function. See here, no need to write some lengthy code. Just use this function. See, if you want to use all these functions, first you need to import NumPy package. How to import NumPy package? From NumPy import star. And then you can use, and then you can create the array, and then you can use these functions. I hope you understood. Now, next one. Okay, length. See, up to now we have discussed about len function, sum function. Once again, just a recap. Len function, sum function, prod function, next max function, next min function, next argmax function, next argmin function, next what we have discussed again, unique function. Next sort of a. Okay, sort of a. Here you have to pass array object. Now sort of a, what sort of a will do, it will sort the array. No need to write some lengthy code. There are many predefined functions in Python. You can solve any problem very easily. Within less time you can solve it. So sort function, what sort function will do, it will sort the array. That means it will arrange the elements in ascending order. For example, see here the elements are like this: 30, 20, 10. Okay, just an example. Now sort of a, what sort of a sort function will do, it will arrange the elements in ascending order. So the output you will get like 10, 20, 30 ascending order. Okay, this is the output you will get. So these are the functions. See, there are many functions. Okay, some of the functions. Let us discuss all those functions. Now, see here, if you want to find square root, just you can sqrt of a. What it will do? It will find square root of each and every element in the array. Okay, what the output you will get? 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Square root. Sqrt function will find out the square root of each and every element. Here you need to pass array object. So the elements present in this object only will be applied. Okay, sqrt, square root of each and every element, square root of 4, square root of 9, square root of 16, square root of 25. You will get the output like this: 2, 3, 4, 5. Square root of 4, what is the square root of 4? 2. Square root of 9, 3. Square root of 16, 4. Square root of 25, 5. Okay, this is the output you will get. Square sqrt function. Next, see, there are many functions. Okay, next, sine of a, sine function, cos function, tan function. There are many mathematical functions. Logarithms. What all this will do, it will find sine value of the each and every element in the array. Here you need to pass array object you need to pass. What sine of a will do, it will find out sine value of each and every element in the array. Next, cos of a, what it will do, you need to pass array object into cos function. What it will do, it will find cos value of each and every element in the array. Like this, log, it will find a logarithm value of each and every element in the array. Next, there are many other functions like mean function, median function, variance functions. There are many mathematical functions which you can apply on the elements of the array. Okay, mean function, it will find out the mean value of all the elements in the array. Like that, medium, like that, variance. There are many mathematical functions using numpy. It's very easy, no need to write some lengthy code. It's very easy, right? Now I will execute and I will show you. Now see, import from numpy, import star from numpy, import star, and next I'm going to create array. A equal to array, open bracket, and next open square bracket and close square bracket. In that give elements 10 comma 20 comma 30 comma 40. Now see, you can provide through keyboard also. How to provide the elements to the array through keyboard, just I will discuss in next class. Now next, see, I am printing print maximum, max value is close quotations comma max of a. In the same way, let us see min of a, everything, right? Print minimum value is, min value is min of a. You need to pass array object. What is the array object here? A equal to array of, right? Min. I'm displaying all these things. Next, one second. Next, max value position is argmax, right? Arg max of a. Argmax of a. Next, in the same way, minimum value position is min value position is argmin of a. Argmin. Next, minimum value completed. Next, sum. Okay, sum of all elements in the array. Sum of all elements in the array. Sum of all elements of array is, sum of array is, what is the function? SUM. Just use SUM of a. Next, product. Next, product of all elements. Product multiplication. Product of all elements of the array is prod. Use a prod function. PROD. Prod of a. Next, next one, sort. Okay, already it is in sorted order. Okay, I will execute and I will show you. Now see here. See the output. See here, this is the array, right? I have created an array, contains elements 10, 20, 30, 40. Index starts from 0, 1, 2, 3. Now see, I have used max of a. See the output, max value is 40, right? Yes, it is 40. Next, max value position, argmax. I have used argmax. See, what is the position of 43, right? 3 is displayed. Next, what is the min value? 10, 20, 30, 40, 10. 10 is displayed, okay? Min value position, argmin. Okay, I'm using argmin function. Here 0, yes, it is correct, right? 0 displayed. Next, sum of all elements in the array is 100. 10 plus 20 plus 30 plus 40. What you are getting? 100. Next, product of all elements of the array 24000. Okay, you got this. How? 10 into 20 into 30 into 40. Okay, you need to use prod function, PROD, sum function to add all the elements. In the same way, sort function, unique function, all those sine function, tan function, square root function, mean, median. Just practice all those things and see the output, whether you are getting the output or not. It's very easy. Is it clear, students? Did you understand? Did you understand? మా అర్థమైందండి? It's very simple. Did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, only one member is speaking all the time. So what about remaining members? మా అర్థమవుతుందా చెప్పేది? Remaining
ma'am.
members. Okay, okay. Please practice it. See, NumPy will not work in Windows. Okay, if you want to use NumPy, you need to download it package. In Windows, it won't work. So just practice in online compilers. Windows లో వర్క్ అవుదండి NumPy. ఇన్స్టాల్ చేసుకోలేరు. You can install NumPy in operating system like Linux, Mac. అంతేగాని విండోస్ లో ఇట్ విల్ నాట్ వర్క్. సో జస్ట్ ప్రాక్టీస్ దీస్ అరేస్ ఇన్ ఆన్లైన్ కంపైలర్స్. నెక్స్ట్ టాపిక్ array functions and arrange. Okay, next one. Function is completed, right? Just please practice it. Now I'm going to discuss about arrange function. What is the use of arrange function? See, already you know range function, right? Already you know range function. See, range of 5 already we have discussed at the time of loop statements, while loop, for loop we have discussed. Now what is the range function? Range of 5 means what is the values you will get? Anyone answer my question? Already we have discussed in loop statements, right? For loop and while loop. Range of 5 అంటే మీకు ఏమొస్తుందండి వాల్యూస్?
1 to 4, ma'am.
1 to 4 0 కదా?
0 to 4, ma'am.
0, 1, 2, 3, 5 minus 1, 4, up to 4. Okay, very good. So in the same way, to create arrays, you can use arrange. Arrange start. See the syntax: start, end, stop. Okay, sorry. Start, stop, stop, one second. Start, stop. Step value. I'll explain what is step value later, not now. See, arrange. What is the syntax? Arrange start, stop, step value. What is step value? I will explain later. Now, see, arrange. A equal to a range. A range of 1, 10. 1, 10. Now, what this arrange function? See, if you want to use arrange function, you need to import NumPy, okay? Without NumPy, you cannot use all these functions. You need to import NumPy package. A equal to arrange, A-R-A-N-G of 1, start. What is the start value? Here you have given 1. Now, values will be generated like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, up to 9 only. Stop minus 1. Stop value. What is the stop value you have given? 10. 10 minus 1, 9. Up to 9. Here, array will be created. Okay, array will be created. Up to 9, array will be created. Okay, what are the array elements? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is the advantage of arrange. It will generate the values. It is used to create the array. Here, array will be created. A equal to, right? A is an array object. Like this, you can create the array also using arange function. Now let us see what is the stop value. Sorry, step value, right? Let us see it. Let us see. See the example. See this example. A equal to A range of 1 comma 10. I'll zoom it. Please wait. What is the array created? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 9, 10. Up to 9 only, right? I'm sorry. Up to 9 only. I'm sorry. Oh, 10, up to 10. Just wait. I will execute and I will see. Please wait. I will execute. Just wait.
Nitish, class in class.
A equal to A range, right? A-R-A-N-G-E. A range of 1 comma 10. What is the value? What is the array? Let us see. Print A. Print. I'm sorry. I will execute and I will show. Print A. See, A equal to A range of 1 comma 10. I'm executing it. Yes, see the output you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, not 10. I'm sorry. Up to 9 only. Not 10. 10 రాదండి. Up to 9 only. This is also up to 9 only, not 10. Okay. Just now I have executed it. Once again see the output. Just now I have executed it. ఒకసారి చూడండి అవుట్పుట్ చూడండి. ఏ రేంజ్ ఆఫ్ 1 comma 10 అంటే it is created like this. Array is created with the elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 up to 9. 10 minus 1. Start element is 1. Stop element is 10. Okay, 10 minus 1 వరకు మీకు ఎలిమెంట్స్ అనేవి జనరేట్ అవుతాయి. Okay, next see this one. See, you can use a D type also. 1 comma 10 comma D type equal to, actually you know that 1 comma 10 start value is 1, stop value is 10. That means it will generate values from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Here you have given D type equal to float. That means float values will be displayed like this: 1 point, 2 point, 3 point, 4 point, because you have given D type equal to float, right? D type equal to float. That's why float values are displayed 1 point, 2 point, like this. Okay. Next. Now let us see range. A range. Now let us see stop value. See here, A range of 1 comma 10. 1 is a start value, 10 is a stop value. After that, again you have given some value, right? What is that? It is a step value. What is meant by step value? Let us see. See here, it will start from 1, and what is the step value you are given? See, 1 comma 10 comma 3. Here 3 is a step value. That means it will generate elements using this step plus 3. Okay, start value is 1. 1 plus 3 you will get 4. Okay, now array contains 1 and 4, not 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 4. Why it is getting 4? Because step value is 3, right? Start value is 1. 1 plus 3, 4. Okay. Next, after 4, what it will create? 4 plus 3. 4 plus 3, 7. Okay, now array will be created 1, 4, 7, 7 plus 3. 7 plus 3, 10, right? You won't get 10. Stop value is 10. Less than 10 only you will get. So, the array will be created like this. 1, 4, 7. This is the array created. This is the array created. Okay. Here 1 is a stop value. 10 is a 1 is a step value. 1 is a start value. 10 is a stop value. And 3 is the step value. Okay. Step means step value will be added from start value. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, 10. No, 10 will not be displayed. Stop value is 10, less than 10. So, array will be created 1, 4, 7. Next, a range of 1, 8, 3. Here, 1 is a start value, 8 is a stop value, and 3 is a step value. What is the array created? 1 plus 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 7 plus 3, you will get 10. So, stop value is 8, less than 8 only it will be displayed. Okay. So, the array will be 1, 4, 7. Start value plus step. Okay, start value plus step value, you will be array will be created. 1 plus 3, 4, 4 will be created. 4 plus 7, 7 will be created. Stop value is 8. Up to 8 only elements will be created. This is the array 1, 4, 7. Array contains 1, 4, 7. Now, next, a range of 1, stop value is 10.1, 3. What you will get? See, start value is 1, stop value is 10.1, and step value is 3. 1 plus 3. 1 plus 3. 4. 4 plus 3. 7. 7 plus 3. See, 10.1. You have given 10.1. So, 10 also will be displayed. See, 10 is less than 10.1, right? So, the values will be 1 point. Floating point numbers you are getting because you have used stop value as floating point number, right? So, 1 point, 4 point, 7 point, 10 point. Is nothing but 1.0, 4.0, 7.0, 10.0. Is it clear, students? Step value, did you understand? Ma ardhamaindandi? Step value ardhamainda? But did you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So please practice all these what I have discussed in the online compiler. In Windows, you cannot install NumPy package. Please practice all those things in your in online compiler. Please practice it. Okay, thank you. Up to now, what we have discussed, once again, see here. Just a recap once again. Up to now, what we have discussed. See, mathematical functions like sine, tan, cos, median function, mean function, variance functions, len function, sum function, prod function, max function, min function, argmax function, argmin function, sort function, unique function. Okay, all these things we have discussed, and also some of the functions I have executed it, right? All these functions you can apply on arrays. Sine function, it will display all the sign values of the individual elements of the array, like this: tan, cos, median, mean, var. Next, sort function, it will sort the array. Unique function, it will display only unique elements. Length function, it will calculate length of the array. Sum function, it will display the sum of the elements of the array. Sorry, it will return the sum of the elements of the array. Prod function, it will multiply all the elements in the array. Max function, it will find out what is the maximum value. It will return the maximum value. Min function, it will return the minimum value. Argmax, it will find out the position of the maximum element. argmin, it will find out the position of the minimum element. Like that we have discussed all these functions, and then last we have discussed arange. Arange function, right? It will generate the values, right? For example, arange of 1, 5. It will generate the elements like 1, 2, 3, 4. Array will be created with elements 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. This is what we have discussed. Next class, I will explain some of the programs. Okay, thank you.